Listeners, welcome to episode 7 of the Balls Out podcast. It's great to have you back. Thank you so much for listening. I'm here, Sean Janos, as always, with Zach Lane. Zach, how you doing tonight?
Dude, I'm wonderful. We hit 7 episodes. That's the magic number. That was Melo's number on the Knicks, a.k.a. we're fucking destined for success.
That's right. We're ready to be a top 10 scorer in this league.
Yeah, we're going to score a lot, not bring home any hardware, any trophies or anything.
Yeah, gold medals. Those are cool.
You know. Hey, if we can go international, that's cool.
Speaking of our gaining popularity, I was just at the gym a little bit ago, humble brag, and...
Oh yeah, it's a Big Bod Pod for everybody that didn't hear yet.
Yeah, and this guy, this stranger, someone I don't even know, came up to me. He's like, "Hey, you're the guy with the podcast, right?" And then, like, my eyes get all wide. I'm like, "Holy shit, it's happening! It's fucking happening!" I'm like, "Yeah, Balls Out podcast, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, huge fan. Dave Lane put me onto it."
Yeah.
So, massive shout outs to your dad for plugging the pod with everybody that goes to Planet Fitness.
Yes,
And,
dude.
I want to shout out that guy for coming up to me. Just thank you so much. Really appreciate it. You're fucking swole, by the way. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much, guy. Did you?
Yeah, I wish I got your name.
Yeah, you didn't get this dude's name?
No.
Damn. I'm
Next
gonna have to hit up Pops and see who he told at the gym and who he knows is listening to it. But big shout out to Papa Smooth spreading the gospel of the Balls Out. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Love that. It's exactly what we've been preaching at the end of every episode. Tell everybody you know. So.
Dude, he's doing
Keep it up, Dave.
He's the fucking
Yeah.
man for that one.
And I want everybody to take a note here and take a page out of Dave's book and spread the word about us.
Yeah, take that page out of his book. Don't take the page out of his book where he's harassing my friends at the gym all the time. That one you don't need to follow.
Yeah, he came up to me and Evan at the beginning of our lift, and he goes, lightweight today, huh?
Oh my god. Yeah, that's the extent of his workout, is just fucking getting the jaws and the lips moving big time.
Oh, he can really run his mouth.
Yeah, that's for sure. He can't run with his legs because of his busted hammy still. But that's a different story.
Yeah. So, over to basketball-related stuff. I should know it's Thursday night right now. The Bucks-Hawks game 5 should be starting about any minute now. And we're going to start with the conference that just wrapped up last night, and that's the Suns. They're heading to the finals.
Yeah, baby. Suns in the finals for the first time since 1993.
Wow, just a little bit ago.
Yeah, that's
28 years.
4 years before we were born. That's before 5 players on this current Suns team were even born. So they're making history, and it's pretty exciting. And they're also going to be the favorites to win the finals.
Right.
Mostly due to the catastrophic injuries on the eastern side.
Man, that's just been the name of the game this season. Is just everyone is hurt. Except the Suns are healthy at the right time. They missed Chris Paul for a lot of the Lakers series and the Nuggets series, but they really didn't break a sweat without him.
Healthy. Fucking Devin Booker's playing with a face mask and a broken nose right now.
Yeah, true. Hey, man, he's playing. That's more than the Greek Freak or Ice Tray or
Kawhi.
a lot of players on the teams that have been eliminated. Yeah, Kawhi.
Jamal Murray. Fucking Anthony Davis. Like, the
Donovan
list
Mitchell's
is just,
playing hurt.
Donovan Mitchell's playing
Mike Conley
hurt.
was out.
Embiid was playing hurt. Jaylen Brown didn't play in the playoffs.
Role players like DiVincenzo and Danny Green.
Important guys like Danny Green, dude. I mean...
Hey, man, Sixers could have really used him.
I say, you think the Sixers would have won it, dude, if they had Danny Green? Could have had him out there in the fourth quarter instead of Simmons, bro.
Series was about as close as it could possibly get. I feel like it's not crazy to say an important role player could have swung that.
Yeah, it's just one Danny Green 3 away, basically.
Yeah, they had to go to Seth every time they needed a three, and when you're relying on one player for that, it's kind of easy to shut down, even for the Hawks defense.
Yeah, the Hawks' alleged defense. I honestly don't understand how the Hawks. I mean, they made it to the conference finals like with a fucking super-powered offense, but their defense is just fucking trash. Maybe defenses are just not that important after all.
I think their defense is smart but not good, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, well, it's smart the way they hide Trae Young on like the worst offensive player every single time, and then like
Right.
they'll have their better defenders on, the better offensive players, but they were fucking kicking the Sixers' ass in the backcourt of Lou Will and Trae Young. Like, you should be able to tear that apart every single time down the court.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if that's smart defense on the Hawks or really, really stupid offense on the Sixers.
Yeah.
And, the Hawks are just really good at finding the offense's weakness and really harping on that. And I think the main reason that isn't working in this Bucks series, or I guess it's 2-2 right now, but the Bucks just don't have very many weaknesses.
No, they really don't. And even when they put Bryn Forbes out there, you can try and hunt down Bryn Forbes. It's like, he's a fucking really bad defender. Bryn Forbes. You can try and hunt him down, but I mean, you go by him, and then what? You got Brook Lopez, who's 7 feet, standing at the rim. You got Giannis, who's sliding over on the help side to try and block shots. Like, Drew Holiday's jumping in passing lanes. He's swiping at people as they go by. So they just have a ton of defensive options to throw at guys, like, every single night, which is huge because they're definitely not the best offensive team. So that's something that they need to rely on.
Right, and they won't be able to lean heavily on the Freak tonight. He was confirmed out. Trae Young also out.
Tragic
Like we said
blows,
earlier.
dude. Fucking conference
Yeah,
finals, game 5, without the two best players in the game.
Yeah, and I mean, you look at the rest of those rosters. It's tough to imagine the Hawks getting to 100 points without Trae, but you can kind of see Middleton and Drew carrying a Bucks offense to that point.
I mean, what did we see the Hawks go for last game with no try? It's like
110.
110, something like that.
Yeah, 110.
They still have crazy offensive options. And Lou Will stepped in and did his best fucking Trae Young impersonation. He was balling
he
last
did.
game.
Yeah, he shot 7 of 9, 2 of 3 from deep, 8 assists, only 1 turnover. Very good game from the old man.
So solid.
Old man
So
Lou.
highly efficient from Sweet Lou.
Mm-hmm.
That's because he's back in
Right.
Atlanta full time, dude. Just fucking having threesomes galore, going to the strip club and just pounding those lemon pepper wings.
Those lemon pepper wings. They also got a good game from the injured Bogdanovich. He hit 6 threes, had 20 points. Then got 15 each from Capella and Herter. 10 off the bench from Gallinari. 12 from Cam Reddish, who's back and playing.
Yeah, baby. Love to see Cam Reddish out there.
Oh, yeah. So, Hawks, don't count them out yet. I'm pretty sure I picked them to win the series, but outlook is bleak.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like for both teams, it's just pretty bleak because it's basically whoever's stumbling to like the last leg of the relay race right now, and then they're just gonna pass it off, and then it's like, oh fuck, now we got to go against like a pretty healthy Suns team right now, most likely without our best player or like a hobbled version of our best player on each side, and that's just
Right.
devastating because the Suns are just like, they're a legit nasty team.
We should really talk about the reason why we believe all these injuries are happening this season. I mean, it's no coincidence that this was the shortest offseason in NBA history.
Mm-hmm.
And we're seeing all these high-profile, high-minutes guys go down with season-ending injuries, bad injuries, in the worst times when they're playing their hardest, you know?
Yeah, and the playoffs, like, all the important guys are playing basically 40 minutes a game in the playoffs. Like, Giannis is playing 40 minutes a game. Trae Young is playing up around 40, like, in most of the important games. Paul George was playing 40. Chris Paul was playing 40. Devin Booker. Like, all these guys are just playing insanely high minutes every game.
KD and Harden played every minute of the overtime Game 7.
Yeah, and KD played every minute of Game 5, too, that they won.
Yep.
So, like, and KD's coming off of a fucking Achilles, which is basically the most devastating injury in the game.
And
So-
Harden is literally on a bad hamstring.
Harden on a bad hamstring, still on a bad hamstring, 20 pounds overweight, fucking still getting after it. And, I mean, coming off of this shortened off season where the playoffs last year went into what? End of October? Or November? I think it was early.
I think it was
early to
November.
mid-November, because I think it was only like 6 weeks from the end of the finals to the beginning
Yep.
of the regular season.
Yep, the Lakers and Heat, I'm pretty sure they got 42 days off.
Yeah, so that's no time at all for guys that, I mean, if you're playing deep into the playoffs, you're into the finals, you're still end up getting, 4 months off? Something like that.
Right.
So now you're taking that, you cut it down to like just over a month for some of these teams. Other ones had plenty of rest, but then you'd see a lot of the teams like the Knicks that didn't play since, what was it, when the season got shut down, which was March. They hadn't played since March of last year. They didn't have any real serious injuries this year. They had Mitchell Robinson went down with his foot thing, but that was pretty
Right.
much it. The guys that were like the high-profile, high-minutes guys. Julius Randle led the league in minutes, and he didn't get hurt because he just had a ton of
Yeah.
fucking rest.
Right, and Steph Curry, he played as important of a role as anybody during the regular season, played a lot of minutes. The only injury he had was that busted tailbone, and that's happening no matter how much rest you get. That's just your ass making impact with the wood. And
Okay. We still talking about basketball?
we're trying, but I'm getting sweaty talking about it.
Yeah. It feels like the temperature just rose in here, too. I'm getting nervous.
But yeah, I don't think it's any coincidence that the teams that had the shortest rest are getting the most injured. I think the one anomaly is Jokic playing the whole season after being in the conference finals last year.
That's fucking unbelievable, dude.
Yeah,
It's
how do you
so
answer that?
crazy.
Like Jamal Murray tore his ACL.
Yep. And Jokic, who looks like the
Yeah.
biggest fucking lumbering bear out there on the court, just casually going through it, getting buckies, dropping dimes, winning MVP, playing every single
Right.
game, and just not giving a fuck.
And look at the other conference finals teams besides the Nuggets. Like the Lakers, they lost AD and LeBron. The Celtics, they lost Jaylen Brown and Kemba. Who's the other team? Oh yeah, the Heat, they lost Jimmy for a lot of the season.
Yep. And they had some other random injuries that went in and out.
Yeah,
but-
they lost Dragic early on.
Yep. So, just that lack of rest time.
Yeah, bad decision on NBA, but hey, at least next season will start on time, right?
Yeah,
That's ultimately what they wanted.
with how many fucking players missing the start of the season, maybe. We know at least Jamal Murray,
Yep, at least Jamal.
which is the
Probably
fucking
Jalen
saddest
too.
one for
He had
me,
to have
dude.
surgery.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
The Jamal Murray one is so sad because the Nuggets were so nasty, and he was playing so well when he got injured, and they were on such a roll after they got Aaron Gordon.
Yep. What could have been, right?
Sad. You're gonna make me cry right now thinking about it.
So, talked a bit about this Bucks Hawks series. Let's move on over to Suns Clippers. Let's deliver the eulogy for the Clippers here. Sad end to their season. Kawhi goes down at the end of last round. They don't have him for this whole series. Paul George does his fucking damnedest. He tries so hard. And I know he gets a lot of shit. From me, too. I love to shit on Paul George, but I give him a lot of credit for how he played the series. They won that Game 5 down 3-1 on the back of a 15 for 20, 43-point game from him.
41.
41.
Him and Chris Paul back-to-back 41 pieces.
Yep, terrific. Awesome game from Playoff P.
Yeah.
And I say that unironically this time.
Yeah, doing the playoff P nickname justice for once. It was pretty huge. And yeah, he
Right.
was just, I mean, he was so insanely efficient that game. He was getting crazy rebounds the entire series too. Like, they played that game 5 without Zubats. They had Boogie come in for like 11 minutes or something like that. He had like 12 points in 11 minutes, just bodying Saric, aka ugliest player in the league, ugliest man in the world, according to you.
I don't want to air him out like that on the pod, but yeah, I did say that.
Nah,
He
dude.
he didn't make my top 5 Hamptons best players by a long shot.
Yeah, we'll do top 5 ugliest players soon, and he'll be gracing it. But yeah, they had Boogie come in just body Saric, but he played like 11 minutes or something like that. And besides that, it was like Batum and Marcus Morris playing center, and it was just all the guys fighting so hard to box out DeAndre and box out any of the other guys on the Suns. Paul George ends up with 13 rebounds. I think he averaged like 12 or 13 rebounds in the series against the Suns.
It seemed like he was like automatic double-double in this series.
Like every
without
single
the board
game.
man out there.
Yeah. Now it's Paul George's time to get paid. But yeah, he went off. He had a great game. Sucks that he couldn't do it in Game 6 in Staples Center in front of the Clippers crowd, but
yeah, hard to replicate like performance like that for 3 straight games to win the series.
yeah, seems like Chris Paul wanted to show out in front of his old fans though.
Oh yeah, a different Paul.
Out in Cliff
rocking it as a last name.
Yeah, 2 first names.
Yeah.
Chris Paul,
right.
Legend.
Yeah, he seemed to he saw what Paul George said and said, "Oh, I can do that too." Also had 41, super efficient, 16 to 24, 7 of 8 from 3. He hadn't been shooting a lot of threes in these playoffs since the shoulder injury. I think it's safe to say the old catapult is fixed. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm picking up what you're putting down. Although I don't think not sure if we're still talking about basketball anymore. But yeah, dude, I watched him in the first quarter of that game. It was like super early on. He just came down. Is like 1-3 off the dribble, 1-3 off the catch. And it's like, oh my god, if Chris Paul's jacking threes like this and he's fucking hitting
Point
them,
God shit.
like this is gonna be a crazy game. Because yeah, he had a lot of games in these playoffs where he took 1 or 2 threes like in the entire game. So he's been really picking his spots like that.
Right. Speaking of picking his spots, he was super efficient, dishing the ball around, 8 assists, no turnovers.
No turnovers again. He's such a legend.
Yep, no turnovers again. Shot very nearly 50, 40, 90 in the entire playoffs, not just this series, but his averages for this playoffs. Very close to 50, 40, 90.
Yeah, 47% from the field. That's the only one that he's got to get up. Otherwise, fucking killing it.
Yeah.
I got to see.
And his MO really is high assist, low turnover games.
Yeah, dude, he's averaging 1.6 turnovers per game in these playoffs. That's
fucking awesome.
It's 8.7 assists to 1.6 turnovers. That's fucking insane, dude. Well, guess what his lowest turnovers per game in a playoff series was?
What do you have, like 1 turnover per game?
Yeah, it was 1 turnover a game. It was only through 4 games. Yeah, guess the assists too.
8.5.
7.3.
Wow. I had to eyeball it.
And he averaged almost 24 points too. And he was 100% from the free throw line in the series. That was
he on the Pelicans then?
No, it was with the Clippers. It was 2015-16.
Oh wow. And I said Pelicans, it would have been the Hornets back then.
Yeah, you blew it regardless. That's crazy though. Oh yeah, but I did want to ask you, do you know what the most turnovers Chris Paul has ever had in a playoff game is? The most.
In a playoff game, I'm gonna go with 5.
Okay, it's higher than that. That would be fucking...
Really?
If it was only 5, that'd be fucking insane.
How many is it?
8.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, but he's been in a lot of playoff games. Chris Paul's
I
played...
guess.
Dude, he's played in 123 playoff games. Guess how many he started?
123.
Too easy, bro. He's nasty. And also, guess how many he's had just in any game? Regular season also.
9.
No, it's 8.
Fuck.
Nice try. Thinking Chris Paul's careless with the ball, huh? No, I think that's pretty amazing, though, that he's never had over 10 turnovers in a single game. Like, it seems like point guards
He is
just
the point
eventually
guard,
end
man.
up fucking doing that.
Yeah.
Like, Westbrook's probably had like 45 of them, dude.
Yeah, right?
I'd actually love to know what Westbrook's is, but I'll find that out later. But,
Yeah, do that on your
you
own
know,
time.
Chris Paul absolutely went off. Paul George went off in the game before. We got to give Reggie Jackson his credit because Reggie Jackson,
yeah.
absolutely insane baller in these playoffs.
I'm also a noted Reggie Jackson hater.
Yeah.
Not a fan of his, or never was a fan of his game, but love the way he stepped up to that number 2 role with PG having to step up to the number 1 role without Kawhi. Showed big balls. He balled out.
Big balls, dude. Reggie Jackson, confirmed huge nuts. I've seen him. There's pictures out there.
He's definitely never seen a shot he doesn't like.
Yeah, dude. He jacks him up. And he was fucking nailing threes. He was over 40% from 3 for the playoffs. Over 48% from the field. And was averaging a little under 18 a game. Over 20 against the Suns, though. So he was fucking picking up the slack where Kawhi wasn't there.
Right. So, following the end of the Clippers season, there's a lot of question marks. You know, will they switch things up? I think Kawhi sitting up in the luxury box for most of the series and not down with the team kind of tells a little bit of a story.
Dude, getting hype, though.
True.
As Mike Breen pointed out.
I love that so much. He's like, and Kawhi's going crazy. He's sitting there just
He's literally
typical
just
Kawhi
like
space.
he literally just like stroked his beard a tiny bit. So fucking serious looking.
I look around that Clippers team. I see personalities like Pat Bev and Marcus Morris and Reggie Jackson, and then playoff P. And I'm like, I don't think I would sit on the bench next to them either if I didn't have to play.
Dude, I would be chilling next to Reggie Jackson, just like marveling at the fucking goggles that he's wearing on the court. Those are crazy.
He's never seen a shot he doesn't like. He's never seen a basketball accessory that he doesn't like either. Homie has spent all of his VC on those.
Yeah, dude, dropping the bag. He's got like the fucking, I don't know, he's got like the Terminator fucking thing going on. Like the Terminator reflective fucking visor happening. It's crazy. I don't even know how those are legal in the game, dude. Because if the light reflects off of those, right, like you're blinded for a second. Maybe that's why he was going off. Maybe this is the key to it.
Ooh, maybe. A little playing the angles.
Yeah, very sneaky. He's just dribbling all of a sudden, like, they're like, what is he doing with his head? He's just angling like the perfect way. It's just blinds him, quick blow by to the rack.
Right. So do you think one of Kawhi or PG or both isn't on the Clippers next year?
I feel like they're just going to end up running it back. Because I feel like Kawhi is going to stay. And the only way I can see
Sign a
them
1-and-1?
trade either a 1-and-1 or he'll sign just the 4 or 5 years or whatever and just stay in LA. Unless he wants to do the 1-and-1, keep waiting out to see what's good in New York, see how great things start becoming. Which I would understand if so. And we'd be more than happy to have him, unless he's just going to fucking be ambiguous about his injuries and be sitting out fucking playoff games all the time. Maybe I don't even want Kawhi, dude.
Sounds like you're talking yourself out of it,
Yeah.
which is bananas.
Maybe Kawhi's overrated.
NBA first team.
All NBA first team, but fucking not. What does he do in the playoffs? He was actually so nasty at the beginning. he was like either the top or second best player in the playoffs before he fucking got hurt.
He's just a notable playoff stud.
Yeah, when he's out there, bro. When he's not fucking crying.
Right.
Yeah, I could see them trying to bring most of the team back. I don't know how they're going to bring Reggie Jackson back, though, because I think Reggie Jackson's going to get some kind of bag from some team that's just desperate for a point guard. Might be the Knicks, dude. They're desperate for a point guard.
Oh, man. Watch it be the Celtics. I'm not sure if they can afford it, but they need a point guard.
God, if I get Reggie Jackson's fucking glasses on the Knicks next year, I'm freaking out. I'm moving to New York and I'm buying season tickets. I don't give a fuck.
I'm just going to go on the record as saying I do not want Reggie Jackson on my team getting paid.
It's probably going to be the Celtics who get him.
Yeah, just because I don't want it.
I mean, who's the point guard for the Celtics right now, though? Is it fucking Pritchard?
I guess you could try Marcus.
At point guard.
I don't want to see that.
You really
I
want
hate
to
to see that.
You really want to see just Marcus Smart in full control of the ball, coming up the court, setting up possessions, dude. Every possession
He's
just
never
ends in a
full
fucking
control of the ball.
Yeah, every possession just ends in a pull-up three-pointer with like 18 seconds of the shot clock.
It hurts.
It's
Marcus
crusty.
Smart hurts my fucking eyes.
Yeah, dude. Maybe you guys do. Maybe you do want Reggie Jackson. Maybe you're talking yourself into him right now.
Have him and Marcus.
That's terrifying.
Oh,
All I
God.
know is I would bet a lot of money that Reggie Jackson does not repeat what he did for the Clippers in the playoffs in the regular season for a team next year.
Yeah, I would fucking double down on you with that.
I would bet that Jalen Suggs has a better year next year as a point guard on an NBA team than Reggie Jackson.
Teasing a little bit of our NBA draft coverage, huh?
Oh, yeah. We got the draft
Yeah,
knowledge
well-
in the works.
If you want to hear us talk more about the draft, stick around when we come back from this short break. Do you think you're a gamer? Do you think you got a gunny? Well, I promise you don't. And if any of you shitters think you're good at Halo, think again. Legendary Twitch streamer and 3-time back-to-back local LAN champion Fareed is accepting all Halo 1v1s. To get a match, DM him at FAR33D_ on Twitter or follow at FAR33D on Twitch to put your skill to the test and probably lose whatever money you put up. Good luck.
Welcome back, everybody. My neck is still unshaved. It is still very itchy. I didn't have the time to do it in that break. But
What, you didn't shave?
I did
I
not.
shaved.
I did not shave. Yeah, you're looking pretty fresh and clean right now, actually, bro.
Oh, you can't see it. I'm talking waist down.
No, I can see it. It's plenty big to see from here.
Oh yeah. For those just listening, I'm exposing myself to the camera.
Yeah, that's that Patreon content, dude. You gotta drop the bag to get that one.
Yeah, that's no $2 Venmo. You gotta pay at least $3 for that.
Yeah, speaking of $2 Venmos, though, didn't you
Yeah.
just get one?
Yeah. So during the break, I read a $2 Venmo that my buddy Fareed sent me, plugging his Twitch streaming, his awesome Halo play. If you want to try to challenge him to a Halo 1v1, go back, listen to the ad, get that info, and hit him up.
Yeah, I've beaten him a few times already. Not to brag or anything, but, you know, he's alright. If you beat him...
Have you ever played a minute of Halo?
Yeah, like, probably 3 total. I think the only time I played Halo was with my friend Ben Silver when I was in, like, 6th grade.
Yeah, I haven't played since I was super young either.
Yeah. So, yeah, don't even try and step to me. Unless you fools want to get smoked. Step to Fareed. But now that we're back, we're moving on to a new segment where Sean and I will don our gauges and multitude of body piercings for the
That's right.
hot topic of the week. And,
Yes, I got my fucking eyeliner on.
Oh,
Black
yeah,
leather
dude.
jacket in the middle of summer. I'm ready.
Eyeshadow smoky as fuck right now. Campfire shit. And hot topic. You want to be a sponsor? Hit us up. We're about it.
Please.
We're about anywhere.
Yes.
I'll get pierced anywhere. I don't give a fuck. But the hot topic of this week is, where in the world is Damian Lillard going to get traded? because
Dame, baby.
Dalla Dame potentially on the trading block. Portland doesn't necessarily need to trade him since he's got 3 years guaranteed left on his contract with a player option on the fourth. He's making mega money. Unless he literally just decides, like, hey, I'm just going to sit out games. Like, I've already made plenty of money. Or is not going to try hard and go the old James Harden route and put on the fat suit and just half-ass it out there and throw passes out of bounds. Then he would definitely be getting traded. But if he really does want out and he tells Portland he wants out, I feel like the relationship that he has with that city and with that team, what he's given them throughout the years, I feel like they would honor his trade request at this point.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of it would be honor and how much of it would be them operating in their best interest, because we've seen guys like AD and you mentioned Harden force their ways out even though they have time left on their deals.
Yeah.
And we've seen teams like the Celtics just kind of not even acknowledge that honor, with moving IT and kind of clipping his wings and not being able to get a big contract,
Yeah, moving IT, moving IT after he played his fucking heart out for the Celtics in the playoffs, after his sister died, and he still played, the next game and went ham.
And he needed hip surgery. Played through a hip problem.
Yeah, needed hip surgery. I think, I at least would hope that the Dame situation would be different and Portland would do what's, in the best interest for them and what's in as best of interest as they could for Dame, just because he's been there his entire career. He brought them to the conference finals. He's brought them to the playoffs every single year, even though they've had pretty flawed teams for the most part since he's been there, and just countless injuries too. So, and he's he's the heart of the Trailblazers. So I would hope that they would kind of try and put him in a good situation and also be able to get value back for themselves. But we'll see, because in the end, the team is definitely going to do what's best for them, no matter what.
Yeah, it is a business after all, and it doesn't matter that Dame has been the heart, soul, and balls of this team.
The Bulls.
The Bulls.
Yeah, fucking big balls, dude.
If he wants out and he doesn't play for them because he wants out, if he says, I'm not playing until you trade me, he's going to get his way. So who do you think are the likely suspects here?
Who's sus in the NBA?
Yeah, tell me who you think is sus. Who's sus for Dame?
I would say, all right, I think if the Clippers wanted to shake things up, they could offer Paul George for Dame. The contracts will be pretty similar. The Clippers might have to throw in a little something. They have their first-round pick from this year. They don't really have much in terms of assets. Maybe they try and throw Terrence Mann in there too. But if you could,
that's who I was thinking.
Yeah, if you could pretty much get Paul George for Dame swap, I feel like that's pretty good for both teams, because then you got the point guard that the Clippers have been needing, the point guard playmaker, just big-time scorer down the stretch if Kawhi isn't going for it, or if he's hurt at all. And then on the Trailblazer side, then you have C.J. McCollum, Paul George, and Yusuf Nurkic to all team up together. And the Blazers have been in need of just a fucking good wing player for such a long time now.
Right. You texted this deal to me earlier today, and I tried really hard to poke holes in it, but I couldn't think of anything that would be wrong with it for either side. That's as good a value as the Blazers are going to get for a disgruntled superstar forcing his way out.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen, I'm going to reference the James Harden trade again. He forced his way out, and the Rockets got peanuts back for him. They got such a bad haul from the Nets.
They got, Victor Oladipo, some picks. Then they traded Victor Oladipo for Kelly Olynyk.
Mm-hmm.
So they ended up with, Kelly Olynyk and picks for James Harden.
Tough, man.
That's
real
disgusting.
Tough break for them.
And then, the Blazers have two very good guards and the Clippers have two very good wings. So if you just swap a very good wing for a very good guard, it would definitely balance out both teams a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And I think C.J.
Right.
McCollum, if he's running the show, he's like the main guy. I feel like C.J. McCollum's going to be putting up like big numbers and actually going to be very solid.
He could be. I think he'd be better in like a. He's the lead ball handler, but it's kind of a ball handler by committee situation, and Paul George would help out a lot with that.
Yeah.
So it would be a good situation. A trade that I was playing around with in my 8 brain, because recency bias, is a Ben Simmons one,
Oh, yeah.
where Portland Ben Simmons doesn't really fit there. He doesn't fit many places, but if they can get like Simmons, Maxey, maybe Thibault,
Picks.
Sixers could, yep. Throw like I don't know George Hill in there to make the salaries work, because I think Simmons is making like somewhere around like 10 mil less than Dame. Then that would work. Philly, they seem to be in desperate need of a guard who can score. And Dame is kind of the polar opposite of Ben Simmons in that way.
Mm-hmm.
So it would help. It would help Philly out a lot more than it would help the Blazers out. But again, disgruntled superstar forcing his way out. You kind of take what you can get at that point.
Yeah, Philly's relying on Seth Curry to be the playmaker, shot creator, like guy getting buckets in the fourth quarter of the playoff games this year. Imagine just Damian Lillard in the Seth Curry role. That's so much better. It's insane.
He's not that guy, pal. He's not that guy.
Ain't about it. The thing with that is I guess for Portland you're getting Ben Simmons and then you're getting other things too and you're getting more assets, but yeah, Ben Simmons really doesn't fit their team it's just having a center that can't shoot does not fit with having Ben Simmons on your team at all. So with Nurkic there already, then if you have Simmons and he's your power forward or whatever fucking position you put him at, then that's just two non-shooters on the floor right away.
Right. Yeah, if there's not a Paul George trade on the table, that would just be Portland taking the best trade asset that they can get, the guy who's close to a blue chip trade piece. Not trying to overthink it, like how a team will draft the best talent available in the draft instead of a positional need.
Yep.
They'll just be trying to acquire the most valuable pieces possible, which, I don't know. I don't think that's a bad strategy.
Well, I think the Pelicans could top that. I think Brandon Ingram as the centerpiece of a package from the Pelicans, if it's Ingram, picks, and then whatever the other players are, to make the salaries match, I think that would be a better package than getting Ben Simmons, because I think Brandon Ingram is so legit.
Yeah, I agree. That would be definitely better than Simmons. Do you think that Portland would try to get greedy and ask for Lonzo, though?
Well, they'd have to get Lonzo in sign and trade because he's going to be a free agent this year.
Oh, right.
But, if it's Dame, I feel like you should be able to get Lonzo and Ingram from the Pelicans, too. I feel like you should be able to get that sign and trade done. So plus they have an insane amount of picks from the Drew Holiday trade and the Anthony Davis trade. So if they wanted to, they really could pair up. I think they really could pair up Dame and Zion, which would be the most fun fucking combination in the league.
That would be exciting. That's one I haven't thought about. I like that one. I like that deal.
Yeah, I think that one. And then it gives the Blazers the wing scorer that they need, which would be pretty huge right there. It's like Brandon Ingram at this point, definitely a step up from Carmelo Anthony. Definitely a better offensive player than fucking Robert Covington.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think that one would be great. Plus then, it's the same, not the same, but it's the idea of them getting Paul George, just getting the good wing player to add to that team, balance them out a little bit more.
Right. We just aren't sure if he's on the table or not.
Yeah, exactly. But here's the thing. If not Anthony Davis, if it's Damian Lillard getting traded, most players in the league are going to be on the table.
Yeah, you got to move mountains for a talent like that. Are there any other teams that are on your mind in a trade here?
The only other team is the Heat, just because it seems like they try and get in on every single trade. and
Yeah.
they were definitely trying to get in on the James Harden trade, but I think it was because they were like hesitant about putting Tyler Hero in it, which is fucking hilarious to see now.
Yeah.
But they could offer just like a huge package of young players and picks, basically, like Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn, whatever picks they have. It would just depend if the Trailblazers would want a kind of young player package like that with those assets rather than a more proven guy.
You had me a huge package.
Yeah, I mean most people. Most people are about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does seem to be what Portland wants. Like, if they're still trying to win now, going with a PG or an Ingram seems like a good bet. If they're trying to rebuild for the future, getting a slew of picks from the Heat or like potentially the Thunder, I guess. You know, Thunder could do Kemba and a bunch, like the million picks that they have stockpiled. If they're trying to stockpile picks like that, or if they just want to go try a Ben Simmons experiment, they can go that route.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they do trade him and then what the offers end up being. But right now I feel like we're definitely a ways away from Dame actually asking out of Portland and the situation potentially getting messy. Plus Dame just doesn't, I don't know, Dame just doesn't really seem like one of those guys that, he doesn't seem like he's going to pull the James Harden and just like try to sabotage his team or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's a business. People don't have to act within their character. They can do what's best for them.
Yeah, that's true. It'd be so strange to see Damian Lillard do that because he's just like, he's like the ultimate baller. Like, I can't see him just going and like half-assing games out on the court just because, not even because like he cares about the team or anything like that, but just because he cares about his reputation as a player and like cares about his teammates and shit like that.
Right, I agree.
Yeah, but
so
fuck it, I'd like to see Dame get traded. Why not? Let's shake it up.
Yeah, right. So moving on to the thing we teased before the break, the NBA draft. You know, season's not over yet, but that doesn't mean that we can't look ahead to one of my favorite events in the basketball year.
Yes. I also really love the NBA draft, and we got the announced draft order last week. I think it was last Wednesday or something like that, last Tuesday or Wednesday. But
right, the lottery.
Yeah, the very sad Detroit Pistons luckily ended up with the number one pick because they're just fucking decrepit right now, an absolute wasteland of talent. So they needed the number one pick. And I feel like that was basketball karma from fucking Blake Griffin getting bought out and then immediately being so much better on the Nets. I think the Pistons definitely deserved this one.
Yeah, and then you look at the number 2 pick, the Rockets. They were wronged early this season by their superstar. Rewarded with the number 2 pick. I mean, having the number 1 pick would be great because Cade Cunningham is a franchise-changing talent. 6'8" point guard who can really do it all.
Yeah, shot 40% from 3 this year in college.
Oh, amazing.
Fucking nasty.
Yeah. You're not going to see any hot takes trying to take down Cade on this podcast. We're both buying into the unreal hype around him. I think he'll live up to it.
Yeah, I'm about it. Plus the name Cade is pretty sick, I think.
Right. I see. I'm a big Killian Hayes fan. I was huge on him going into last year's draft. It sucks really bad how hurt he got. But I think
that's the only thing that sucks regarding Killian Hayes.
Yeah, man. Just 1 year. He was hurt all year. He'll come back. He'll be great. Killian Hayes will be great. And I think him and Cade next to each other could be really fucking special in Detroit.
Dude, I've seen fucking high promise French guards that got taken in the lottery, and it doesn't work out, bro. Frankie Smokes had the same fucking hype around him. And you know, we got a defensive specialist that can't even make a fucking layup.
All right, dude. Like, you're just gonna lump all French players together like that?
Yeah, dude.
That's
Nicolas Batum, same thing. Boris Dia, same thing.
Boris Diaw's a legend. Don't you dare.
Yeah, he is a legend.
I fucking love Boris Diaw. And you're just gonna forget about Tony Parker like that?
Yeah. Well, the thing about those guys, none of them were lottery picks. It's these Frenchman lottery picks that just, oh my god, all this prestige goes to their head.
You can't say that.
What?
You can't say that word. The F word, dude. You can't say that.
I can't say Frenchman?
Hey, whoa, easy.
Is that a slur? Am I being canceled right now?
I can't believe you're not coming at me for being the biggest Rudy Gobert hater of all time right now.
I actually forgot.
This would be the perfect time.
Forgot that he was French, but you know what? Now it makes perfect sense to me.
The Stifle Tower.
This is chump. Another guy though, not a lottery pick, dude. It's the lottery picks. That high class, high pick prestige goes to their head real quick, and then they just flame out.
I can't believe you're saying it like that. So derogatory.
I'm meaning Frankie Smokes and Killian Hayes. Those two guys.
You can't.
That's it.
It's way too early. When Killian Hayes is a fucking 50, 40, 90 walking double-double, literally the next coming of James Harden. I'll cite this.
Yeah, maybe next coming of James Harden in the clubs when he's out of the league and just partying off his reputation still.
Yeah, Cade and Killian are going to be like if Magic Johnson and James Harden played together.
Dude, Killian Hayes, I will bet a lot of money he doesn't make an all-star team. I would bet a lot of money he never averages 18 points a game in the league.
All right, we'll talk about that off air.
Not trying to throw
Let's move on.
Not trying to throw finances around right now. I don't know, dude. You're real
Yeah.
confident about fucking next James Harden, Killian Hayes over here. Averaging 18 points a game shouldn't be too hard.
All right. You don't have to go very far down mock drafts to find another player that I really like. That's my boy Evan Mobley, dude, from USC.
I'm still waiting on that Killian Hayes money, dude. I'm ready to get it.
All right, we're moving on, dude. We're moving on to Evan Mobley.
Yeah,
7-footer who
Mobley,
can handle the basketball and is strong as fuck.
nasty defensive player too.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's like that fucking Swiss Army knife center that teams salivate over.
Yeah, he sounds like an octopus on defense, dude. He's just fucking covering everywhere. So much length, squirming around.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of watching him live in Bubbleville at Mohegan Sun. USC played UConn in a nail biter game, and Mobley was just like dominant.
How was Bouknight in that game? Just wondering. I don't actually know.
He was hurt.
Oh, so he did nothing, is what you're saying.
He rehabilitated his injury so he can come back later.
Did he cheer hard from the bench?
Yeah, he loves his team. That's one of the great things about him.
I'm not buying it, dude. You're sucking him as a UConn guy.
Dude, I fucking love Bouknight, okay? He's a shot maker. He's got big balls. His balls are out. He fucking makes some of the toughest shots I've ever seen a college player make. It reminded me a lot of, like, Shabazz Napier. But better.
Oh my god, dude, you just crucified yourself. Saying Bouknight reminds you of Shabazz Napier is just devastating for his NBA game, then.
Yeah, Shabazz is itty bitty. Bouknight's a little bigger. He's like 6'1", 6'2". And he fucking...
That's tiny, dude.
Yeah, Baz was like not even 6 foot.
Oh man, I'd put Bouknight in the spin cycle real quick, dude. No doubt about it.
Dog, he would toast your shit. He would fucking dunk all over you. That's another thing. I love how springy he is, dude. And he's fearless. He'll go at the rim with reckless abandon and just throw down on anybody.
Oh, yeah. In college when there's no big guys around, dude. I don't know. I'm going to maintain Malik Monk is better right now than James Bouknight will ever be in the NBA. And Malik Monk is mids right now, dog.
He showed flashes this year, but this
Yeah.
isn't about Malik Monk.
He
This
showed
is about.
good flashes this year, bro. I'm still hype about it.
I can't wait for all the Connecticut listeners to just fucking hate you for tearing down Book Night like this, dude. He's a legend.
I hope so, dude. Fucking peace out. I'm out of there anyway.
Yeah, dude. All right, I'll go to a Florida guy that I really like.
Is it Scotty Barnes?
No, dude, it's Trey. It's the Trey man.
Trey, man.
Yeah,
Let me hear it.
love Trey man, dude. He's a pretty big guard. He's like 6'5"-ish, 6'6"-ish. Wetty jumper. He lives up to his name. He can hit shots off the dribble right away. He'll come into the league. He'll be a pick and roll threat right away. You see a lot of pick and roll threats come into the league. They can really only have one move. They can get to the rim. Trey Mann, he's already got the shot down. He's fast. He's got a good handle. He's poised to just be a real offensive threat right away. And I see mock drafts putting him like mid-lottery, late lottery, mid-first round. I think whatever team gets him will get a real steal.
Trey, man. Sounds pretty nice. We can go to the other Florida guy. Your boy from Florida State, Scotty Barnes, who's been getting a shit ton of hype lately and is like getting pushed into a ton of top fives on mock drafts. He is 6'8", 225, solid bod, big dude, strong as fuck. They're saying with his playmaking, he could be a sort of maybe Draymond Green-esque type of guy, but I think that's because I mean, they say that about every guy that's like 6'7", 6'8", undersized and can defend basically every single position. But the one thing that makes the comparison spot on is that just neither can shoot the basketball. And Barnes was 27% from three in college this year and 62% from the free throw line. So he's getting a lot of big time hype because he can do pretty much everything on the court besides shoot. He's like a fantastic playmaker, fantastic defender. It's like a high energy player and a leader, but not being able to shoot the basketball.
That all sounds pretty Draymond-esque.
Yeah, right? Literally everything about him sounds Draymond-esque.
Right. Yeah, Scotty Barnes, pretty good game. Seems like a suited role for like a contender. Like maybe if you said top 5 consideration, maybe if the Raptors could get him and they can retool, that'd be helpful.
Yeah. One thing that I heard that Chad Ford from ESPN, he said, was that allegedly there's been talks about Siakam to the Warriors for the number 7 pick in Wiseman, and then whatever they have to do to make the salaries match.
Yeah, Siakam went to play a lot of center this year, and it seemed like a role he was kind of comfortable in. I could see him doing that for the Warriors.
Yeah, that would be hype, dude. I think that'd be fucking awesome.
Nuts. The team's already so dangerous in transition, and Siakam's just one of those guys he gets running downhill, and finishing at the rim is just within sight for him.
Yeah, it's too easy, dude. He's Spicy P. He's got the fucking spin move on lock at this point. He could learn so much from Draymond defensively, too, as just, semi-undersized big man, just being able to defend the center and power forward spots. Like, Siakam's already a good defender. If he's just under Draymond's wing, that's just big-time bonus for him right there.
Right, he's got the body for it. Being able to pick Draymond's brain a bit and get that IQ would be huge for his game. Now, I really hate to do this, but I gotta backtrack to Book Night.
No, you hate to
I
do
said
that.
I said he was like 6'2" because in your notes you put that he was undersized.
Yeah, he's
Homie's
tiny.
listed at 6'5", dude.
Yeah, I don't believe it, bro.
And I thought he was bigger from all those dunks, and your fucking notes just threw me off. He's skinny, but he's 6'5", dude.
That's what I meant by undersized. He's tiny.
Unless you think these measurables are off.
Did I put it in the notes? Did I put Book Night in the notes? I don't know. I think you're fucking throwing out some slander right here, bro. I don't think I listed his name whatsoever.
Huh. It's not in the notes.
Oh, very interesting. I'm getting thrown under the bus over here because this guy thought you're the one who said he was 6'1" or 6'2".
Where did I see he was undersized? Fucking
Dude, in your brain, bro, because he looks fucking tiny out there.
But anyway, I just wanted to clear that up so no one thinks I'm dumb.
He's 6'5". What did they say he weighs though?
190.
Tiny, dude.
That's not tiny.
Dude, it's tiny. Joe would body him, guaranteed.
I'm 190, okay?
Yeah, but you're not 6'5".
Alright, dude. Yeah, just air it out.
You're not even 6 feet, dude.
Yeah, dude, I only got 2 feet. I'm not a freak.
Nice cover.
Thanks. Anyway, let's move on to a player that we both really like. Jalen Suggs.
Oh,
I have a feeling we're not the only ones who like him. I think everybody in the fucking world likes this guy. It's almost a guarantee that he's going to go in the top 3.
I don't know. It sounds like he's fallen out. It sounds like he's fallen to like 4 or 5 on a lot of these mocks lately because Jalen Green's been getting a lot of hype.
People just got to look at the tournament. They see some of the big shots he made. Fucking, it's a man with big balls. Steps up, makes big shots. He's a bred shooter right away. He'll be able to shoot threes the second he comes in the league, which is huge for a lot of these prospects. And again, he's just fearless.
He's lockups on defense, too, for guards.
Yeah, he was the most important piece of that very, very, very good Gonzaga team.
Oh, yeah. Plus, he's what? He's like 6'4". He's got a solid bod. 6'4", 205. He's bodying James Bouknight very easily. Just so unbelievably solid. And I feel like he's just going to come in and play like that more traditional point guard type role. He's not going to be like I feel like he's not going to be a big time scorer, but I feel like he's going to be a guy that's like he's getting like 18 points, he's getting like 7 assists, like 5 or 6 rebounds. He's like setting the table for everybody, playing really good defense, taking like 12 or 13 shots or whatever, just doing everything like solidly in his role on the team.
Sounds like another really nice fit for the Raptors at 4.
Yeah, I feel like he could be like a Kyle Lowry-esque type player.
Just a lot larger.
Or like the comparison, he's gotten the Chauncey Billups comparison too, which I feel like would be another good one. And I also had a dream about Jalen Suggs that he was averaging 18 and 7 and leading a team in the playoffs in his first year in the league. So
those are the dreams that you have?
I'm a fucking prophet, dude. Well,
get a life, dude.
That wasn't one of the wet ones.
Homie's dreaming out 19-year-old fucking college kids. Give it a break, dude.
Alright, dude. Let's not make it weird, bro. He's gonna be in the NBA
man,
next
I'm not the one who
year.
made it weird. That's your subconscious, man.
Hey, you know what, dude? He's over 18. Let's relax. It's legal. Me and Jalen Suggs can find love together. You don't have to be a fucking hater.
I don't know where to go from here.
Oh, just because it's July now you're uncomfortable with this kind of talk? I see you. I know what's going on here.
Alright, man. Sweet dreams.
All right, let's wrap it up, dude. I'm actually very uncomfortable.
This just happens to be the fucking end of the podcast.
Oh, weird how it's happening right now, how you're rushing me off. Nah.
Alright, do you have anything else?
Actually, I also got a Venmo this week.
Nice.
It's from
Oh shit, I almost forgot about mine.
Well, good thing I said it. I got a Venmo, and it was from one of our dear buds, Chase Sheely, and he Venmo'd me to read a poem on the podcast, and what I did was I wrote a poem specifically for Chach.
Oh, let's hear it. I'm excited.
All right, so this is an ode to Chase.
Alright, you have the floor. All you.
His name is Chach Billy. Boy, is he silly. Known for leaving on foot when he's drunk and it's chilly. He might be a genius that doesn't know his limits, No argument is over till Chase says it's finished. We call him a dumpster, though I still don't know why. What I do know for sure is that he's one tremendous guy. He's a truly caring friend, and the smartest dude I know. One person might take offense to that, and that's my roommate Joe. From sunrise hikes in Maine to blacking out on the beach, he's a well-rounded fella with one hell of a peach. And that's his butt for everybody that doesn't know.
Oh yeah, homie's thick.
Yeah, he's got cheeks for weeks. Chach Billy, you're the man, and I love you like a brother. Now go clean another carpet with bleach, you handsome motherfucker.
I forgot about the bleach thing. It was not a white carpet, by the way.
It was a white carpet after that. It didn't start out that way though.
Oh man, that was so funny. That's perfect, man. You fucking encapsulated Chase in a poem that rhymed. I don't know how you do it.
Thank you. It's all part of the daily grind. You know, we got to do it. We got to do it for the Venmo.
Right. And speaking of that tremendous guy, Chase, I also got a Venmo from him. He's just funding the podcast over here.
Let's go.
Good on you, Shields. So he asked me, knowing I'm not as poetically inclined, but I am quite the argumentative motherfucker, that he asked me to drop my hottest take, basketball or otherwise, on the pod. And
so excited.
That was an easy one for me. I'm going otherwise. We talk enough basketball, drop enough hot takes about James Bouknight and other shit on the pod. So I'm going with this take that has it's really given me a lot of flack over the last couple of years that we've been talking about it. And it's quite literally a hot take. So with the very popular would you rather question, would you rather burn alive or drown? I'm one of the only people that I know that picked burn alive.
Oh my god. One of the stupidest fucking people that I know for this one.
Tell me what's stupid about it. What's dumb about it? I want
so unbelievably painful, dog. You've watched episodes of Game of Thrones. You've seen people being burned alive. It looks like the worst thing in the world, dude.
You're basing it off Game of Thrones?
Dude, art imitates reality, bro. This is how it works. That's some fine art right there. And I've never seen anyone get burned alive in real life because I would fucking stop it from happening because it's such a cruel, insane thing. And I've also if
someone was burning alive, I would simply just stop it.
I would simply get a water bottle and give it to him, dude. It's so easy. But
all right, let me make my case.
When it comes to burning alive versus
go on.
Yeah, when it comes to burning alive versus drowning, I'm firmly on the drowning side. Like, it's gonna suck. Drowning is definitely
you and the rest of the sheep.
Us, me and the fucking geniuses over here. Like, drowning's gonna suck. It's gonna be really scary, but you're gonna pass out and then you're gonna be dead. So, like, it's gonna hurt before you pass out because you're gonna be losing air and everything like that. But then you're done. You black out and then you're dead. You don't even have to feel the fucking pain, dude.
You're skipping to the part where you're unconscious.
That take.
That's pretty much how it goes.
That take.
No way, dude.
Yeah, dude. Your lungs fill with water and you can't do anything.
Dude, you just hold your...
absorb
yeah,
absorb
Joe.
oxygen, so you just
get him!
And intake
get him!
more water until you choke and drown.
You hold your breath till you pass out. Once you pass out, you're done.
You take that first breath.
Not me. Built different.
Look at this guy with fucking perfect composure while he's drowning to death.
That's how I would do it. I'd be like, yo, I've thought about this so many times. This is so fucking easy.
Alright, dude. Here's my defense. I'm thinking psychologically what's going on in your brain while either instance is happening, the drowning and the burning. So you're burning alive, your brain, your thoughts at that moment are, I'm on fire! My skin is burning.
Yeah, my skin is
That's all you're
melting
thinking.
off of my bones.
All right, this guy obviously didn't pass anatomy. I don't think your skin's on your bones like that. But when you're drowning,
your skin's not on shit on your bones, dude.
dude, look at my fucking rockin' bicep.
Yeah, obviously it's over that, dude. But that shit's gonna melt
Look
too.
at
All right, I get that biceps hard. I get that shit's hard, bro. But that's still gonna melt.
Anyway, that's not the point here. The point is your mindset. You're fucking like, ah, shit, I'm on fire. Fuck, this hurts. You're drowning. What the fuck's going through your mind? That's the scariest thing. You know you're dying. You're gonna die. You're fucking inhaling all this water. Your brain, you're thinking, I don't even know what kind of scary thoughts can cross your mind at that point. Like
None,
existential
dude.
crises.
I'm meditating,
all
bro.
that. Yeah, right.
I'm fucking transcending, dude. I'm just worried about where my spirit's going next. Because it's so easy.
I'm just thinking burning alive, you're in that moment. Drowning. What that would do to your psyche is just fucking unbelievable.
I feel like you just made it out that burning alive does literally nothing to your psyche. It's so chill. You're just like, I'm burning alive. Oh well. And then drowning, you're like, oh man, this is so scary. I'm dying. When you're burning alive, you're not thinking, oh, this hurts so bad, and I'm also dying right now. What are you talking about? Your fucking body is completely melting. You're burning so hard. He's so sick also.
Wow. Yeah, dude. I'm just trying to burn, bro.
You're just lighting the joint off of your burning fucking leg. Just, damn, dude, this is actually tight.
Yeah, what's sicker than that? I dare you to try to light a joint while you're drowning. You can't.
Can't smoke a joint underwater, nerds. Maybe you've turned me, bro. Maybe burning alive is sick after all.
Damn, that should have been my fucking lead, I guess.
Yeah. If you're burning, you can light a joint off of yourself, dude.
So there you go, Chase. I would expect no less than for you to spark, no pun intended, a great argument here with your Venmo, and I'm really happy that you let me come up with that take on the pod.
Oh god, it's so crazy. I think you and Jody are the only two people that I've ever heard say that they would rather burn.
What about Joe? Joe was defending me.
Joe, are you about burning alive or drowning?
I'd rather drown. Burning's way worse. I think you made it sound like a fucking pansy fest, drowning alive, but I think
It definitely,
is way worse.
it definitely sucks.
Yeah.
I was making it sound easier than it is, for sure.
But burning is way worse.
Yeah, Joe's saying burning is way
Your
worse.
skin is melting, falling off of
Okay,
you.
dude.
That's what I said
Your
to
hair
him.
is gone.
That's what I said to him.
I know, you nailed it. It sucks.
He said psychologically, dude, burning alive, so much easier than drowning.
That's crazy. You can't put yourself out.
All right, we got the expert. Yeah, basically, Joe said, you're fucking out of your mind.
Yeah, dude, I expect Joe doesn't burn.
He says, yeah, Joe doesn't burn. And then took a fat rip of the jewel. Perfectly on cue, dude. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
All right. So I think that about wraps it up.
I think that'll do it. I think that ties a bow right around this episode.
Oh, yeah. Awesome Venmos, Chase. Great job. Awesome Venmos all around from Freed, too. And I want to hear Venmos from the rest of you. There's some really good friends of mine that I have in mind that haven't Venmoed yet. So you guys are on the clock.
Oh yeah, really good friends. Fucking allegedly loving,
For now.
allegedly loving girlfriend of mine. Allegedly. Won't even give me $2. This is fucking crazy.
That's unbelievable, dude.
Fake. We'll see. We'll see if she
So
even
fake.
brings it up. If she listens to this, then we'll see. We'll see who cares.
Ooh, wow.
But yeah, we're waiting. We're waiting for the bags to drop, everybody. Let's get it.
Yeah, so keep sending those Venmos. Keep on listening. Like, subscribe, follow. Our Venmos I'm Sean, SEAN dash Janos, JANOS. Zach is what's yours?
My Venmo is Zach-Lane-15, and it is Zach, Z-A-C, short and sweet. Built
Nice.
different.
That's lane like the road, not lame like he is.
Fuck. The millionth time I've gotten it, and it still hurts just as much as the first.
Sorry, it's just so funny.
It's okay. I'll just put another hole in the wall. No big deal.
Yeah, like I said, do all that. Venmo, like, subscribe, and
all of it.
tell everybody that you know. Like I said at the top of the episode, tell everybody about us. Spread the word. That's the most important thing right now is getting a lot of people to listen to our pod. Zach, is there anything you'd like to say to listeners before we sign off?
To say to you, I really like that. But yeah, tell people at the gym, tell your family, tell your friends, tell people you hate, tell coworkers, tell people that you hate just to annoy them. Like, tell people that you know that they don't want you to talk to them, and just fucking tell them anyway. And then maybe they'll listen to the podcast out of spite against you. So,
Oh yeah.
or maybe somebody that you hate, tell them, dude, this podcast sucks so bad. And then they'll be like, you know what, that guy actually sucks so bad. And then they'll listen to the podcast. And they'll be like, yeah, let's fucking go. We like this. We like these guys.
Right. Yeah, so if you suck real bad, just use a little reverse psychology.
Yeah. First things first, look in the mirror, be self-aware of how much you suck. Then tell people that the podcast sucks. But if you're cool,
Right.
tell people that the podcast fucking rocks, because people will listen to you.
Right. But I think all that's moot because I don't think anyone that sucks listens to this podcast. Everyone that listens to this is really cool and great.
Yeah, that's facts, actually. Everybody, we
Right.
love all you. You're wonderful. You're handsome. You're lovely. You're pretty. You got good things going on. Wonderful personalities. And we appreciate all you.
Oh yeah, and you have great taste among all else.
And great hair, too. That's what I'm feeling.
Unless you're bald, then you really pull it off. You look really good bald.
Yeah, if you're bald, then it's a hairstyle for you because you decided to shave it off because you're the man.
Right. And don't forget back in episode 4 when I said that all bald people are hung. That still stands.
Yeah, that's facts. Sean's confirmed it too. He's met at least 3 more bald people since then and checked it out.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I have a full head of hair myself, so I mean, you have to be a mathematician to figure that one out.
2 + 2 equals tiny dick.
Dang. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. Love you.
Thanks a lot, y'all. We love you. Catch you next episode.